Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel Techado again, and in today's episode, as promised, I'm going to read out comments. Our last video, which was the darkest phase of Pegasus here, mistakes that made Viz crash, has got 60 feedbacks. So we have 60 comments in the comment section, where we are going to take a look what is opinion of people, because from the very beginning, I think a lot of people, those who make content, they forget that it should be a didactic way of communication. Now, I have not started live stream out here yet. Live stream is something I'm planning in the future, but for that I will have to develop a community where I can start live stream for at least like 2-3 hours, look into different projects, and we'll have an awesome crowd of people, those who can present their opinions, their thoughts about it, and we all can have a collective group discussion and all that stuff, which we can have fun, which we can be gaining some knowledge into it or not. So let's go to our desktop live scene, and we are going to check out the comment section. So this is the video that we are looking into, the darkest phase of Pegasus here, mistakes that made this crash. So our first comment is, it says nothing to do with chaos, FUD, or any other nonsensical terms. It's all about the liquidity pool being way too small to handle all the VIS redemptions. It's always been that. There's no outside investor money to beef up the LP. The game is toast without some outsider money, and it needs to happen in the next 48 hours. Red Rider BB Gun, really good job in that comment. I actually like that comment. I should actually like that comment. That is the reason our last episode, or the episode just before this one, I was talking about liquidity pool, because my thought and his thought matches with each other. And obviously chaos, FUD are nonsensical terms, but are some terms that is used in the modern world. So I think I'm still going to use those terms, but very well written, to the point kind of a comment, that it's always about the liquidity pool, and we need to have that volume at the bottom, like you just cannot exit the game. So good comment out there. Claudia Mehes, actually, it won't happen because it's not attractive for anyone to add liquidity when the impermanent loss can eat all the profit. Pegasus team needs to make an investor around, not get whales that put X amount of money, then takes 5X, leaving the project worse. Perhaps they're thinking of external funding. They need to have more features to be a game, but they do have USDT available. Not know why they don't add liquidity themselves. Good thought. Good thought, Claudia. And Guy's Life has also written that that's exactly right. The team made millions from the first phase of the game. They have paid out fistfuls to get a large team of devs, but they won't add to the put themselves. Just crazy. So here are speculations. I'm not going to comment on speculation, but this is a very good thread. Red Rider BB Gun, I appreciate that in that comment section. This is a valuable comment, by the way, folks. Jayant S wrote this. Roughly 90% of Pegas, actually my first comment that I actually loved, roughly 90% of Pegas were Pacers at a price of $150 average before the Stats Matter update. They were worth roughly $67 million. They released updates to make the Pacers worthless while making it profitable for 10% of remaining Pegas. That is roughly $20 million at an average of $500. They pissed off more than 75% of the market with the updates and expect them to join the 10% exclusive club. People bought Pacers for over $1,000 in January, early February, and those Pegas are barely making 15% win rate at a 70 Viz price pool. Unlike the Pegasus team, everybody knows basic math and realize that the ROI is inching towards never as they release each update. Each update devaluates the Pegas faster than it can enough Viz to keep up with the game. They thought it was the best strategy to decrease price pool for Pacers, thinking it will make more people spend more money to fuse their Pegas. They did not consider the fact that at $1,000 Pegas is now $25. People are not keen on investing without a reward. I believe that if they just increase the price pool for rare, epic, legendary, and founding without changing the price pool of the Pacer, the game would have survived a little longer. And I totally agree with that. The reason behind why Jayant is right is and it is very, very logical. You just cannot disagree to this, because if you go to like PegXC's thing, like just a month before we were doing fine, even with the Stats Matter update. So what this update, which is a price pool update, just destroyed the marketplace. It just destroyed the people, those whose job was. So there are minters, there are people, those who breed, and then there is people, those who are in marketplace. There were scalpers. There were a lot of people. That market, this PegXC market, had so many people doing very clever strategies, very interesting strategies, and they were making money. And that's what this should be about. You make your own strategies, come up with your strategies, and make money. So I love this comment. So this was like this guy Jayant, he has commented before. Red Rider commented later on, I think so, like a moment later on. And absolutely correct. I did have problem with that price pool, and I was literally shocked with that price pool. But I'm still in. You should always ROI. And if you have ROI'd, only then that's your decision to be in or not. If you have not ROI'd, I was very close to my complete ROI, but I'm still in because I've got nothing to lose, because I've other assets which I'm converting into this and all that stuff. So that is the reason I do not put my personal opinion on this, but very well written, Jayant. I've been watching and learning from you since I joined. Thank you for your efforts. Oh, and thank you. I appreciate, Rich. It's not only about me. It's about people like Jayant, people like Red Rider that also comment in the section. So do not forget to like their comments also. High Roller. Mistake number 1, making Viz tradable. Mistake number 2, continuing to make Viz tradable. Mistake number 3, admitting the goal isn't to have a working economy. Yesterday I had an interaction. Twitter gave him the solution. He didn't care. He's insanely narcissistic. To the point, he admitted he doesn't care about for a working economy. Well, yeah, he has an agenda, and yes, yet it should be fully revealed. I don't trust him at all. I'm a guild owner who has had many interaction with him in the PegXC server. As far as I can tell, his own alliance seems to be RDG. They appear to control him in every way imaginable. Well, something is unfolding. That's very interesting. I cannot comment on that because like nobody replies to my Twitter, so maybe that's true, maybe that's not true, but very interesting comment between Red Rider and High Roller. I mean, it's internet, we cannot confirm or deny whether that information is correct. Wouldn't have David Zong wrote, wouldn't having a limited Pega lifespan help the Viz mint burn ratio? David, interesting question. I want High Roller and Jayant to brainstorm on this question, because here is the thing though, even though the game might be in its darkest phase, this is our learning process for our next investment. So that's what we are doing out here. The game might be totally gone, but this is something that we are looking into. Okay, this exchange of information is very valuable, because once you go to like Discord or anything, it is just memes and everything, and it just destroys everything. Annibal Rodriguez, you should continue to make this kind of video, your point of view. Okay, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I appreciate that though. Just follow me on Twitter. Thank you. Dwayne Martin, they should rework the whole game and add a lifespan to each Pega that can be extended by paying certain amount of Viz. So we are seeing Dwayne Martin and David Zong leading to that very interesting theory. It's a very interesting theory. They should also add a gamble feature where people can bet on Pegas that can take 20% of the gambling profits from it and return it to the Viz pool, while giving 5% of the gambling profits to the winning Pega. If you add gambling a certain amount, you'll be losing Viz for the excitement you're gambling, and this will fund the pool. People love gambling and lose billions every year for excitement. As a matter of fact, Dwayne Martin and David Zong, you might have one of the good ideas apart from Jayant and apart from Red Rider and Jayant talking about liquidity, this is a very, very good idea too. Both of you guys, Dwayne, Martin, and let's see what I'm curious with this replies. I agree with all of your points, but in a real world, if we had gambling systems, same as the real place, we need to respect all the rules. We work on in real is already borderline because the owner wins fish and can exchange it for real money. But fully agree with you, can be more exciting. 500% with such dangerous area can kill all the projects in many countries. Um, well, here is the thing, Mo. I just followed Mo, by the way. On Twitter. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the gambling profits and all that stuff. Well, I'm not sure about the whole gambling part because I am kind of I don't care this to be gambling or anything. But I don't really like about gambling and all that stuff. So you don't see me promoting all that stuff. As a matter of fact, when this whole upgrade thing happened, I've been saying you this is a gambling thing. This is something that you have to decide. So yeah, I agree to this point, but I also agree to what Mo says, but I appreciate Dwayne's thinking about they should rework the whole game and a lifespan to each Pega that can be extended by paying a certain amount of this. And as a matter of fact, guys, if you have forgotten, what does Food Pega say? Food Pega is a burning mechanic. Food Pega is a burning mechanic. And they had it in their white paper. They just did not implement this. This is exactly what they should have done, which is another very good suggestion. This is exactly what they should have done. So I agree to that comment out there, which is just mind-boggling that that we all have very good suggestions, but for some reason the team is thinking on a very different approach, and that's what we need to get down to. Don't know what to do, but thank you for this timely content. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for timing. Remember this, JAP 17. Investment is always risky, especially in crypto. Next, make sure that even if you have lost a lot of money or anything, you stay calm. Do not put yourself into some weird situations and stuff like that. There is only one way. There's two ways you can do this. Either you just cash out everything and get out. If you cannot tolerate whatever you have made, or you stay and come what may. Whatever happens in the future, it happens. So that's pretty much it. Pak Sanjan, MPSE Dalo. Okay, I hope your content reaches to the. I hope they will listen to our sentiments, or it will be out soon. I think Pak Sanjan. Here is the thing. Here's what my thinking is. I think it is already gone. For us, for me watching this game, it is the train has already left the station. That I would put it like that. The question is, will the next train arrive? That's the reason I am still waiting in the station. A lot of people has just left. There is very few of us just waiting in the station. Whatever, we are just drinking tea, having some fun time in the station, waiting for the next train to come in. Just imagine like that. That's what we are doing. That's what it is. At this point, this is how you should take it. Red Rider BB Gun, there's nothing to discover. The liquidity pool is about as deep as a bird bath. Red Rider liquidity pool is something that we are talking about. So yes, I do agree to your opinion out there. EDY, thanks for your content. Unfortunately, PegXC is becoming like Thetan area. People are leaving because there is not making anything more. True. Very true. I used to love Thetan, but apparently Thetan was it's just. But here's one more thing, at least in this game, you don't have to scratch your brains. You just spray click, race, and it races your Pega. You're doing your other stuff. You come back, okay, race is done. Whatever race you win. Next, you go ahead and press race, and that's it, Hernando Visbal. I will stay, my friend, and help turn off the lights when it's all said and done. I have a small stable with 47 Pegas at the moment, 50 plus. if you count fused ones, waiting for Aries. And as of right now, I've made my peace and assumed I lost my investment and hope to recover what I can with time and if possible. So the way I see it is I have nothing to lose now. On the flip side of it, the coin Vis, if for any reason this happens to explode and pump well, I will be waiting in a privileged position. So Hernando, good mindset. See, that's the reason I'm telling you this comment section is very useful. Very good mindset. This is exactly the mindset I am also in. So the train has left the station. People like Hernando, me, people, those who are small guild owners, small investors, we are just there. We just know, like everything is probably gone. So it is what it is. Let's see what happens. 4 replies to Hernando. Hernando's comment was liked. We can't do otherwise. I used my 30k farmed Vis of 15 days to fuse. My bad horses get rares. Next while fuse again. The worst ones and get epics. It's the only decision to make because I'm not selling at this ridiculous price. Then I will convert all the Vis farm to PGX. If there's any future on PegXC, it's related to PGX and not to Vis. Claudia, good job. Good job in explaining this. PGX is a governance token. Vis is a utility token. So yes, you are going to convert your Vis to PGX. And guess when the time was? The time was actually right now, where your Vis to PGX ratio was much more closer. Because afterwards, the Vis to PGX ratio will go high. So do that if you are, if you are maybe a scholar who is making free money, like free Vis. Just convert that into PGX and keep it. If you do not have to worry for, like converting that to USDT, USDC and all that stuff. It's a very good comment by Claudia. Good job, Claudia. Good job. Good job. Loved that comment. I actually should give you a huge love for that comment. Cassia, 414k liquidity on Kyber, over 1 million Vis daily trade. There is the one only issue. Updates are fine, people are not getting them, is another story. So here's the thing. People are getting them, Cassia. I actually agree and disagree to this comment. I agree to the comment that that updates are... Actually, I do not agree to both of those points. Updates are fine and people are not getting them is the story. Well, what I can agree to this, Cassia, is that they want very few people they want it to be exclusive. They want everything to be exclusive. But it's a very high risk game to join that exclusive club. It's either high rollers or people, those who cannot get out, are trapped, are sitting in that room of exclusive clubs. And there's no reason for any new investors to join. As a matter of fact, in out here, I've been showing this project to a lot of people. And when I show this project, I cannot show the curve to be up and down, it's just, the curve literally just goes down and then it never recovers for the 5 months. People are not going to be interested in that. People are more interested in STEPN because it's like a roller coaster. It goes on up and down, So it's, I don't know. I mean, I liked your comment, but I agree, disagree kind of a situation. Do you know what is real anomaly? What am I reading? Andrea Boca, do you know what is a real anomaly? Why do you have so views? You're a special person who speaks from heart. I think if more people in the community listen to you, we would all benefit. Oh, Andrea, this is a heart-touching comment. Come on, Andre. That's a very heart-touching comment. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. But why do people like me have less views? Ask this question. Ask this question to yourself. Why there is a lot of less good people on this planet? Ask that same question. Why do people always go to war and people, those who are non-violent, always gets, effed up? Ask that question. It's been happening for centuries. But it's our job out here is to still keep on doing the job that we do. Maintain that peace. So, and I think we are doing it as a community altogether with your, replies and everything. I'm just mind blown. Making money from playing NFT is a myth. 2021 was the year of NFT games. 2022 is the end of it. No more NFT games. Please, nice video though. Harish, well written. Um, P2E games, if you think you join a P2E game and you're going to be a millionaire until and unless you came in with $1 million, it is out of, it is literally out of that scenario. You know, just cannot come in with 2,000 and expect to earn 2 million just by doing, P2E. So, I mean, I would like this comment. I would like this comment too. If they keep on, Mohammed Usman Assad wrote, if they keep on listening to users, the game would never take off. I agree. Crypto B wrote, the Titan is sinking, not FUD. Small liquidity, pole crashing, VIS, etc. are not the main problems, but symptom of larger issue is having to do with vision, establishing the correct priorities for the project. From start, Corey seemed to take a cavalier attitude about the price of VIS, saying we don't have anything to do with VIS. You players will determine the values of VIS, so forth. Meanwhile, the team was focusing on food, which was never released. Thank you, Crypto B. Also, it has to do with liquidity pool also. I just don't know why you don't get that. But anyways, that might be your personal view. Mobile gamer, game player control, screw all that stuff. Nobody's playing this game for fun or wants or relive Mario Kart when money is involved. Investors and scholars are going to make economic decision. The most important aspect of this entire project is price of VIS. I don't think management embraced that. If VIS gets to a low level, scholars are not going to get to be bothered. No new money will come in, nor will existing investors put in new money, which seem to be the target of this last updates. None of this is going to happen with VIS going down at new ATLs every day. From the start, they should have focused on keeping VIS price afloat, and there were numerous options. They could have instituted tax to help pad VIS. Good. Heck, I wouldn't have minded paying 10 to 20% VIS tax to avoid price dump. Good, Crypto B. When the price of VIS was at 25 cents, this would have been an excellent time to reinforce tax. Good, well written comment and reinforce the LP. Now they're playing catch up and not sure a way forward. New money is needed in the existing investors aren't willing to dump more when ROIs haven't been achieved. Trying to have new investors come on board when the price continues to dump with all social negativity, especially in Discord, is fool's errand. Without new money coming in, I do not see a way forward. It's a real shame. Well freaking written, Crypto B. Well freaking written. You get a love, you get a thumbs up from me, because that is so well written, well thought. That 25 cents VIS. What is your strategy team doing? Where is the strategy team? Well written. Tohin Game Road .kk, I do not understand, but whatever you wrote. I have 2 pacers with 4%. Should I try to fizz them for a rare with 3% win rate? It's upon you. I cannot give you comments on that. The community will reply to that. And then the ad drunk wrote, I was holding hope, but after watching many videos today and yours being one of them, I think my 15,000 bucks is gone. Shitty day. I was kind of hoping the world would rebound, but money lost is college gain. A lot of us actually are kind of in the same boat that you are at, the 8 drunk. Okay, so I think stay in touch with us, be close to us. Together we are strong, and we'll see to the end to it. There's no other way. Or you can literally leave right now. You can just sell off everything and leave right now. But your pacers are not worth it. So you feel me like we are in a mix right now. The reason why breeding is unprofitable is because of the 4-day adultkin cooldown. It literally punishes breeding. Yes, Filson, I agree to you. I actually agree to this, Filson. I've been seeing you writing comments. I just don't get time, but yes, you are right. That 4-day adult cooldown is just ripping people off. Rip to my manager who invested $3,000 plus Plega for 3 hours. Dude, I understand that. I understand that pain. Mohammed Usman Assad again wrote, multiverse is just getting started. Don't lose your heart. If we are losing some amount of money, the developers are losing an opportunity to become billionaires. That's true. That is true. You'll get a like from me. Actually, I was the one to like it. I appreciate your videos and a fan here. I know your intention is good, but it really hurts when when hearing classifications third world country, first world country. I hope you understand. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I write developing nation and developed nation? Um, Classifications of third world country and first world country is an old school classification. In grammar terminology, it still exists. Um, I appreciate that you wrote that. I would take off my, if you do not like me to call third world country, I would say it as a developing nation, and first world country to be as developed nation. Basically, actually, as a matter of fact, we can make a video about what is third world country and what is first world country and where this terminology first started. But I'm going to change that to developing nation and developed nation. I agree to that. Next is Pascal. PegXC updates have been worse. It seems they have no freaking idea on what they do on a business point of view with such wasted potential. The newest update just make so that based on just two stats that matter: speed, strength. Simple fact, their stat-based update. I am noticing something different, Pascal. Actually, I'm noticing something different. So we are going to skip that. But I have seen this. I don't know how many you have tracked, but I've tracked 1,000 Pegas and things were different. Now things are changing, so I see that. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Brian. Isaac, mobile apps will be released today for all Droid to users, 7 p.m. UTC. Thank you, Isaac, for mentioning that in the chat. We have the right to cash out that 25% if he want buddy. He didn't make any transaction. Okay. PegXC is a charity to third world renters. They have no incentive to hold VIS. Renters should be holding 100,000 VIS to get privileged access to rent rares and must hold even more VIS to have access to epics. The even owners, pacers would be running instead of sitting idle. The best thing would be to get rid of renters altogether and race with free robots for a small fee that would go to developer and lose Tether and PegXC coins. Okay, so R88. I'm going to skip this. I'm not going to comment on this. It's better not to comment on this. PegXC just got listed on an exchange. There should be good news. Do you have added any info? Oh, well, we are making that info. We actually made that info last time. Okay. Daily VIS unlocking, so they are not accumulating huge amounts selling at once. That affects the price in negative matter. Do not allow huge amount of VIS being accumulated. Let them sell daily. Crypto Bender. Very interesting comment. I love it. As a scholar, this game is dead. I agree to you. Regardless, we are flogging a dead horse. I've lost a heap of money hoping to make some passive income. I guess we all just have to suck eggs. Aaron, just we have to suck it up. That's what it is. We have to suck it up. Sorry, but I would not agree with a person with a little gang of pacers holding founding and PegXC are doing well. Reset was needed, and by the way, it's still beta, guys. You know, you don't have to agree to me. I am not saying that you have to agree to everything I say. What I want is a healthy criticism. That's what I want. Holders of founding and PegXC is doing well is what we are going to see in coming few months. Reset was needed. Was the reset done properly? I don't think the reset was needed. But was the reset done properly? I don't see that. They had claims about VIS going super high with the reset. Let's see that. And by the way, it's still beta, guys. I know that it's beta, so we'll check that. So that's it. That's all the comments that I read out. 60 comments. Some I loved, some I didn't want to comment. But overall, very positive feedback. In our last video, we had some amazing people in the comment section load some glorified comments, some really good suggestions, out of which I'm keeping 1 or 2 suggestions for as a suggestion to our Themis launch. Okay, so that will be all from the channel Tekadu. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation, and See, this is what the vision is. Most of the time, I do not even care about how many minutes of recording it's going on. Like most of the time, I just go with the flow. And there's some other stuff that's coming up on next video we are going to talk about. And every day, my motto is to come up with as many suggestions I can to help the community, to help this thing go out. But you have to understand, me trying to help somebody, if that person has already got a different route set, if the team has got a different route set, there's no way I can save anything, but I'll put an effort. I've put an effort for you guys. You have put an effort by watching this, writing down in comment sections, and we are collectively putting in a lot of effort. And I thank you and kudos for all of you, those who have put in a lot of effort. So that's all from the channel Tegedu. See you folks on another episode. Till then, goodbye. Take care. More content is coming up. Some interesting projects are also coming up. Till then, take care. By the way, Mother's Day is coming up. Do not forget to wish your moms Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And to all the dads, go and tell your moms happy Mother's Day. Goodbye.